Hello. Oh, I'm a little bit further away, which is better for everybody, I feel. Okay, so Andy here with another video. This one I'm going to do a second part of my sort of exploding jukebox playlist thing, whatever it might be, and that's so. Get a little bit nearer. Oh, that was horrible. Apologies. I should have warned you that was going to happen. Right. So I've got it here. It's the second volume, disc 2, whatever you want to call it. Actually, if I take a photo of that, perhaps. How do I do that? If I leave it long enough, it might. I don't know. If it turns up, it turns up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Right. Okay. So let's. So I'm going to kick this one off with a piece of classical music, and it's by a composer called Edvard Grieg, who was Norwegian, I believe, and it's Morning from Peer Gynt, which was composed as a piece of incidental music for a play by a writer called Henrik Ibsen, not to be confused with Henry Gibson, who was in the Blues Brothers as the Nazi leader. Different chap entirely. Yeah. The version that I mean, you know, there are countless versions out there of this piece of music. It's a lovely piece of music. You'll know it if you don't know it. You'll know it when you hear it. But the version that I've gone with on this is by the Academy of St Martin in the Fields, conducted by Sir Neville Marriner. But you can, you know, there are so many versions out there. Just pick one, pick several, see which ones you like. It's one of the joys of classical music is there are different variations, different interpretations of the same pieces. It's good. And it's quite a nice gentle piece, so it's such a sort of a gentle pace. And then you've got a track from the Beatles, the final track off their 5th album, Help. It's Dizzy Miss Lizzy, which is a rock and roll cover written by Larry Williams. And it's not their best cover version, but it's a good rocking sort of. It wakes you up after the sleepiness of morning. And then from Jackie Lee, who was a folk singer, we're going to go with a theme tune that she did for children's television in the UK. It's called Rupert. It was the theme to the TV program Rupert the Bear. Because why not? I mean, it's there. It's something to do. And then we're going to go with a track called Bring It All Back by a pop group from the sort of late 90s called S Club 7. It's a good song. It's a good disposable pop song. It's not a great tune. It's not a great song. But you know, you put it on, and you think, oh, this is all right. It's there, so you put that on. And then we're going to go with into the 70s with a group called The Sweet, and a song called Blockbuster, probably their most famous song. Good song. You know, what more do you want? You know, it's a cracking tune. It's got humour in it. It's very good. You know. And the lead singer Brian Connolly, not the Brian Connolly who's currently on Strictly Come Dancing in the UK, but a different one. He was the foster brother of Mark McManus, who played Taggart on television. Backgrounds. So yeah. And that begins with a siren. Blockbuster. So there's the next song. It's Fire Brigade by The Move, which I think is a better song than Blockbuster. And it's a forgotten It's a forgotten classic from the 60s in many ways. Yeah, it's just a really good song. Really good song. Roy Wood and Jeff Lynne were both in it, so they later went on to create the Electric Light Orchestra. So there's a huge pedigree there. And then there's a sort of a 50s doo-wop track called Duke of Earl by Gene Chandler, which is a kind of great, yeah, it can be said. And then we're going to go a little bit more contemporary with, well, not contemporary, but sort of, actually not contemporary at all. When I say contemporary, but more well-known, more famous, and that's Sweet Home Alabama by Lynyrd Skynyrd. I think that's how it's pronounced. So yeah, so that's, yeah, why not? And then we've got a track from Devo, who are an American band, I believe. Might be Canadian, but I think they're American. Mark Mothersbaugh is who was the lead singer and main composer of the group, he went on to compose music for various things, including, but not exclusive, but not just these, including, not limited to, rather, the theme tune to Clarence the Big Red Dog, if you remember that, and the music for Crash Bandicoot. So there you go. And then there's so Jocko Homo is the song. I don't think I told the name of the song. That's the one that says, "Well, we're not men, we are Devo." So that's, and then we've got a bit of prog rock-ish from Golden Earring with Radar Love. Just, and that concludes the, side one, if you like, of this compilation. And we opened side 2 originally with Rainy Day Women numbers 12 and 35 by Bob Dylan. The title doesn't mean anything to you, the chorus will. Everybody must get stoned. I don't, I never have. Well, briefly, but I didn't inhale. And then there's in the 90s, a singer called Mariah Carey did a cover version of a song called Without You, and this is the original version that's coming up, and it's not the version you're thinking it's going to be. It's by a group called Badfinger. Harry Nilsson actually covered that from the Badfinger track, and it's the original version. It's a good song. It's a very good song. You see why it was covered. You can see why it's popular. It's very good. Yeah. So yeah. Tragically, the two composers, not they killed themselves, not at the same time, but never really saw the success of the song. Is what I'm saying. It's very, very sad. And then we're going to go with a group called the Sex Pistols, which is the seminal punk band, and it's Holidays in the Sun. It's a good song. And that's then followed by a track from Frank Zappa, Valley Girl, with his daughter Moon Unit. Yeah, Moon Unit Zappa. There are other sons as well. Yeah, there's Dweezil, Ahmet, and Diva, the children, the sons. Dweezil, Ahmet, and Diva, I think. Might be another one as well. I'm sure someone down below will be able to tell me that I'm wrong. So a track from Elvis Presley next. We had one in the previous video. We'll have one in this one, and it's "I Just Can't Help Believin'," which isn't. Again, it's from his later period, but and I think it's a live recording. But it's a really good song. Not wrong with it. The Smiths is next with Bigmouth Strikes Again. Yeah, good old Bigmouth. Ironically, really, because Morrissey's been in the news a little bit, talking a load of old nonsense about stuff he doesn't understand, and that kind of, seems slightly pertinent to put it on the album. I mean, it's always on here, but it seems slightly pertinent that it's still there. And then a track by Edie Brickell and New Bohemians, which is called "What I Am," which was covered later on by Emma Bunton. She was a featured artist on some dance producers track. Emma Bunton from the Spice Girls. But this is the original version, Edie Brickell. Good track. And then we got a track from Madonna, "Material Girl." She's got the video where she sort of parodies or affectionately spoofs the Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend sequence from one of the Marilyn Monroe songs. No, it's not good. Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, I think it is. Yeah, so she affectionately parodies that moment there. It's a good song, good video. And then we're going to have a band called XTC, 3 letters, and that's called "Making Plans for Nigel," which is a slightly threatening tone to it. I'm not so sure if it is meant to be a threatening thing, but it's just slightly threatening tone. It's again, it sort of verges on sort of the punk new wave kind of thing. It's a good song. Yeah, like Making Plans for Nigel, can't go wrong with that. And then we're going to sort of bring it back down to kind of a more sort of serene, pastoral feel, and have Mull of Kintyre by Wings. Not their best track, not McCartney's best. Pardon me, God, I was planning on not doing that again. It's not McCartney's best track. It's not Wings' best track, but it's good enough. I mean, you either like it or you don't. But I think as a closer to an album that's sort of full of stuff, you start nice and peaceful, you end nice and peacefully, and that's kind of how it is. So that's that. I'm going to put the track list down in the description below so that people can know how things are spelled and whatever. And so yeah, I'm going to do another video straight after this one. Just get a bit of time. That's going to be worth avoiding probably. So that's so yeah. So thanks for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Ta-da. Now where's that stop button? Bye.